Welcome everyone to the ASPA podcast. My name is Karen Neckelman and I am the marketing coordinator here at ASPA. Today we are with Dr. Dale Fisher and Dr. David Bruno, both assistant superintendents for HR. Welcome, gentlemen, and thank you for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So before we start talking about your pre-conference session for this year's conference, can you guys tell us a little bit more about your backgrounds?
I'm David Bruno, Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources in a school district right outside Chicago in Glen Ellen, District 41. We have about 3,500 kids, 500 students. I have been in HR for about 7 years. Before that, I was a principal of an elementary building, and I was also a dean of students and a special education teacher.
Thank you.
And my name is Dale Fisher. I also am in a district in the suburbs of Chicago on the north side, Deerfield Public Schools, District 109. Roughly 2,500 students, 450 staff. I've been in public education for 27 years now. In this district for 18, and this is my 15th year in human resources. So happy to be here, excited to share what our topic is going to be at the upcoming conference.
Okay, thank you. So talking about that, what session are you presenting this year?
We are doing the Drink the Kool-Aid AI in the HR office.
Yeah, this one will probably be one of the best sessions at the conference. We always like to say that. It really gets a hands-on approach to how AI has supported the HR systems, processes that we do every day, and how it's enhanced where we can work smarter and not harder in some of the things we do. And during the presentation and really the course, we'll be sharing those different informations of how AI has supported hired recruitment, how AI has supported doing surveys, doing data analysis, a bunch of different pieces. We don't want to share all the secrets because it's a fun class, but think about why we are drinking the Kool-Aid and where that comes from, and we'll share that at the presentation as well.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think would be, I know you guys don't want to give it away, but what would be like maybe one tool or one strategy that attendees can implement right away in their own districts or organizations?
I could take that one. The biggest takeaway for any of the products that we're going to have our session create would be understanding how to create the right prompts for each of those tasks. So any of the AI things that we'll ask people to walk away with, it's knowing how to prompt the AI device, whether it be ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, you pick it, Copilot. They're essentially all center on the ability of the person that is inputting the request into the system to know how to input that request in the best way possible. That will then snowball as our people who are in the session move forward with more advanced requests of the AI features to generate some type of work product out of that. Think like a job description. You could ask AI, and it's very simple form, like create a job description for an elementary art teacher. And you'll get one product, and it'll probably be average or maybe even above average. But if you want an outstanding product, it's all about knowing how to put data into the system to get what matches the tone, the feel, the vibe of the district that will come out of it. How does it tap into your strategic plan? How does it tap into your analysis of staffing needs? All that could come into play as you create more and more detailed and informed prompts that go into the product.
So, and what would motivate someone to come to your session? What's the dynamics going to be like?
I think the dynamics is very, it's going to be like a volley, right? Back and forth, lots of conversation, hands-on experience. One of the things when Dale and I have presented this together, we want the interactiveness and we want the people listening to ask questions, because our ultimate goal is to be able for people to take away easy wins for them in their department based on what we shared with them. we know we're not experts in the field, but we've done a lot of work in it, and we want to share that because we have seen that return on investment with AI and how it has supported us and made us better administrators and call it, heads of human resources in our districts. So if people can do that and ask questions and take things away, it's a win. So collaborative, fun, entertaining. That's why you should come to our session.
Yeah, sounds great. So you both have attended the conference before, right?
Yes.
Do you have like a favorite part of it? What are you expecting for this year's conference?
I'm always passionate about the networking. You make very strong relationships with your colleagues that attend. I'll often say HR in a school district is a very lonely position. Most staff don't really understand the nature of HR and admin, like principals and other cabinet level administrators who oversee the district struggle with the nuances of HR. So you have to rely on your colleagues that are outside of your district but do the same job to tap into them. So some of my closest connections have come as a result of networking opportunities that exist at the ASPA conference, whether you're sitting in PD sessions or you're socializing outside of those PD sessions. It's a very powerful event for people in who do this kind of work in K-12 systems. And again, strongest relationships I've created generally stem from the ASPA conference.
Yeah, I would agree with Dale. Better together, right? And so those relationships from the state of Illinois, from the Midwest, and from the entire nation are critical for all of us to be successful because we're all in it for the same reason, is to support students across this country and to meet and get to a common place at ASPA is a win. So that's why every year I look forward to coming and seeing my friends from around the country and connecting and then learning from them because we all have done things over the course of the year that we can learn from each other.
And Karen, specific to this presentation we're doing, it was last year that David and I were sitting in a keynote session and right next to each other, like, this is amazing. We were just dabbling in HR at the time. And then as the keynote speaker was presenting, we're passing notes back and forth to each other, like we could really like present something amazing based off of this. So our presentation stems directly from us learning from the keynote presenter last year at this conference.
That's amazing. Well, I want to thank you in behalf of ASPA for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you in Nashville in October.
Thank
Awesome.
you so
Thank
much.
you.